Click the bell icon to get latest videos from Ekeeda.
Hello friends, today we will discuss about what is a file, that it differentiates between the physical and logical information, how it is conceptualized, and what are the attributes of a file that is defined inside an operating system. Computers can store information in various types of storage devices such as magnetic tapes, magnetic disks, and so on. And now the operating system, for the convenience of the computer system usage, provide a unique logical view of this information stored in that particular storage devices. Now operating system mapped that logical stores of information into the physical files, and the particular logical section of information is known as files. So whenever this files is stored into the operating system's main memory or in the secondary storage's memory, then it should be considered as a non-volatile memory that the persistence between the system reboots. And file is conceptualized is a named collection of related information that is recorded on a secondary storage. That means we cannot access or write to our secondary storage some information that is not within a file. So first we need to put the information within a file, then we can write or access it from that disk or secondary storage devices. So from the user's perspective, file is the smallest allocatable amount of a logical storage information. File can be a program both of a source and objection determination types and the data. That file can be of text, numeric, alphanumeric, alphabetic, or binary. Now this type of files are stored on the storage devices and that can be named and used in order of the proper user and the operating system. Now also the file can hold different types of data or different types of information within it. It can hold some source and executable programs, some text or binary files, music, photo, video, and etc. So whenever we are storing the file inside an operating system's main memory or in the secondary storage, we need to construct the file according to its type. Say for information for a text file, generally the file is a sequence of bits, bytes, words or blocks. And the bytes are considered as a text that is formed into word or lines and sometimes pages. If the file is containing a source information, that it has functions which are further organized as declarations followed by the executable statements. Now, the file is considering some executable code that the loader can bring into the memory and execute. So in this way, file is just a sequence of the information. So whenever we are considering and naming a file, that means we are giving it a string of characters to the particularly identification of that file. Now whenever we are naming saves or example.c, so that means we are identifying that file within an extension that is prescribed as a dot and after the extension. So .c is mentioning here that the file type is a C program file. So that example file will tell us that whenever it is named, it is independent of the process, the user, even the system which has created it. Say for example, one user might have created this example.c and other user can have modified this file by calling it by its name. Say for the user has created this example.c, then put it in a USB hard disk or then put it in an email attachment or shared it or copied it across a network. In all the cases, the receiver will end as a destination file example.c. So it becomes independent of who is sending it and what system it is performing on. So the file system types attributes vary from one operating system to another, but it can be generalized into some properties. The first one is a name. File name is a symbolic name that is considered to be the only one which is in a human readable form. The next one is a file tag. File tag is a unique tag, possibly a number, which is used to identify a file within a file system, and it is not in a human readable form. The next is the file attribute is type. Whenever we are considering a different type, say for text, numeric, alphanumeric, binary, or some source or executable file, they are all considered of different types of that particular file. Next attribute is location. The pointer to the device and then the location to the pointer of the device where the particular file is residing on that device. The next is size. The file of the particular size is mentioned into this attribute and possibly also with the maximum allowable size for that particular file. The next one is protection. It contains the access control information that the file is in readable, writable or executable format for the users which is using that particular file. The next attribute is time, date and user identification. These informations become particularly necessary when we are considering the file's creation, last use and last modification. These informations are helpful while the file maintenance, protection and usage monitoring. Now some operating systems use an extension of these file attributes such as encoding the file and the security features of the file checksum. And some attributes are also given in this extension and are used by many operating systems. The information about all the files are kept in a directory structure. The directory contains the file name and the unique tag that is used to identify the file within a file system. And in turn, the file identifier will locate the file in that particular device. Now the file name and this information of the file of a particular size then can take more than a kilobyte in a directory structure. So the directories also should be non-volatile and kept or residing in a secondary storage. Now the directory itself can contain a more than megabyte in a particular file. So the directories are stored in that secondary storage devices may need extra storage space for containing only the file attribute information. So that is all for the file of the conceptualization and the attributes of that particular files. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned with Ekeeda and subscribe to Ekeeda.